Check with it. My neck different. Ooh. I look like the next ninja. Your neck thickness?
My neck thickness? My bread business. My name is Jack, and you know that I'm sick with it. I'm scrolling Twitter, looking for a honey. I'm scrolling Twitter thinking, where the hell's my money? Twitch Prime, dropping diss rhymes. Freestyle yesterday, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I saw, didn't hear, because I had your stream on, but it was muted, and so I saw this.
I didn't hear.
What's up, guys? Another episode of Relationships 101.
Oh God! Here we go.
So, if you guys have never seen this, it's basically people submit their dilemmas, their relationship dilemmas. I give my advice with a co-host. Today it is Jack. So, the first question of every video. Please explain your relationship history.
Well, it's lengthy.
And basically the premise for why they should take your advice for having relationships.
Listen, you shouldn't take my advice. As part of my brand, you know that I always joke around being single. The last girlfriend that I would consider having a girlfriend was probably the 8th grade.
Wow.
I had two.
How's she doing?
No idea. I peaked in 5th grade. I had two girls that both loved me in the 5th grade.
At the same time?
So I actually am an athletic person. Ironically enough, I joke that I'm not, but I actually can play sports decently well.
Yeah.
I'm not a clumsy idiot.
Same.
Yeah. So I'm just fat. So I don't have stamina. So I wind up playing these sports, and back in the 6th grade, I was actually the fastest kid in my school.
Okay.
I was in good shape, and then I got the Xbox in 7th grade. That's when things went.
That's when things dropped. Yeah.
But before that, I had two girls that liked me in the 5th grade, to the point so much, Davis, that when I would go to school each day, I would go, I like you 51% and you 49% today. And that's how I would decide who my girlfriend was for the day.
That day?
I swear to Christ. And the one girl at 49% would literally cry herself, cry the whole day.
So then you would go back the next day and say, no, you're 51 today.
And then I decide, some days, if the one girl treated me right.
So you were a pimp?
Yeah, in the 5th grade. I told you I peaked.
Wow.
I told you I peaked. And then, but then I think a lot for the last few years, and I think Davis can kind of attest to this too in regards to how he sees me as a person. I'm a very career-driven, blinders on. For me, I've been doing a lot of stuff in regards to when I first did CWL and Black Ops 3, and then moved back to New York. We weren't sure if we were going to move to Columbus, and then now I'm obviously down in Frisco. And right now we're in Frisco, but I still want to move to Los Angeles, and that's where I feel like I would start my kind of life, and that's where I kind of I'm waiting until I know I'm going to be stationed in an area for a while,
And then you're gonna just
find my wife,
swipe right on everyone.
Well, we've been doing that for years, but as I say, it's come through, but I got to stream in the morning, so you get in an Uber.
You should probably get bed sheets before you do that. All right,
bed sheets. This isn't where I sleep. I have a bed.
This is where he sleeps. I can attest to it.
Fine.
Hey, Hitch and Company. My name is Mondo. There's this girl that's been on my mind for a couple of months now. She isn't the type of girl to seek out a relationship. I started talking to her for about a month, and now my best bud has told me that she's been playing with the idea and has interest in being with me. However, we don't text much because she doesn't reply much. She doesn't like to text much and leaves her phone on Do Not Disturb. She told my best bud to tell me that if she doesn't respond, don't take it the wrong way. I'm a senior in high school, heading to university this fall, and she's a junior. I'm planning on attending a university in the city. I don't really know what to do.
Mondo number 5. It's like Mambo number 5.
I mean, if you're a senior in high school, life's gonna change so much for you in the next year, especially if you already have plans on going to university. And this girl, you like her, it's cute. She's not texting back. She tells your friend to tell you not to take it wrong. Bro, have fun if you want to with her, like talk to her, text her if you want, but your life's about to whoosh. And that seems like a distraction to me.
There's like a few things. One, I would never, and again, speaking from my vast experience, I would never recommend, now knowing like what life was like, I would never recommend anyone like trying to get in an actual serious relationship, especially in like the final half of senior year of high school.
Exactly.
Like especially if you're going to go to different schools, or you're going to be a freshman and they're going to still be in senior high school. Like, it couldn't work, yes. But
will it work? No.
Knowing what the experience of like what college becomes, like you go to college, you literally you will maybe have 2 or 3 people that are still like part of your crew that you keep in touch with, but then like everything else on a daily basis completely changes. All new people, all new faces, everything, and you never know who you're going to meet. So the last thing you want is to go there and still be in this position where you're kind of having to worry about that. Like I get if you've been dating now for years and you're like, okay, well wait.
Now what do we do?
But I think it's tough, like because then
she's a junior.
Yeah, she's
so
still high
you're
school.
Leaving. Everything is going to change for you, and she's staying. Like, I tried that.
Didn't you? Is that the fish girl? Sardine girl?
No.
Oh.
This is the person before that.
Oh.
And shit did not work.
And the other one for me too, and one thing that I struggle with as someone who's always attached to my phone and social media, I don't always want to text.
Yeah.
But I do want the person to. I'm someone who very much appreciates a pretty quick reply.
Yeah.
Like if, for example, I get if you're doing stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you're at work and your slow replies, great. But like, if I know you're not at work, or if you're off, and like I reply and then like, I don't hear anything. It bothers, it messes with me.
If you know she's like, then that's a problem. So to wrap it all up.
Move on.
All right, so this one is from Jacob Prince.
He
got my attention because the title of the email is The Cheek Clapping Dilemma. So, my name is Jacob Prince. I'm a junior in college, and I've got a problem. I grew up in Southern Illinois, and in 2nd grade, I moved to Kansas. However, I'm back in Southern Illinois for college. There's a girl here that I was like best friends with then, and now I've been back for a few years. We recently started talking. We've hung out a few times, but she has a boyfriend. The problem is the part where I've been clapping her cheeks almost every time we
I didn't sign up for this shit, bro. I did not sign up for this, dude.
I didn't even know she had a boyfriend until I took her home one day and he was waiting for her. We continued to hang out and I continued to clap the cheeks. But 2 days ago, he messaged me and asked if her and I do anything when we hang out. I don't know what to do.
Bro, you gotta see in that situation.
You gotta
be like, bro. To be honest, so here's what I say: if he messaged you via phone, you gotta say, bro. To be honest, colon, and then send an audio message where you just go. One that goes away in 2 minutes, so like he can't like use it as evidence later, bro. To be honest.
Yeah.
And he goes fine. Damn. Yeah,
that's
I feel
a
like
situation I cannot relate to.
Neither can I, bro. I'm not someone who. Obviously, this girl.
I've never been the other woman.
Yeah, I've never
had the other woman.
Listen, if you're gonna be that girl, like I'm gonna say grimy, or you're gonna cheat like that. That is not someone I want to be affiliated with.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you want out of this whole thing. I get the whole, hey, friends with benefits sort of thing, but I'm not trying to be in a relationship with that girl ever. You're ruining, she's ruining, and you're like, she's like the captain of the ship that's driving into the storm, and you're like the deckhand who's kind of taking part in helping the ship get by and crash and burn, but you're like the broken anchor. You're like the parrot on the captain's shoulder. You're like the sails or the big thing that you spin to put the ship back on track. You're like basically the cannon in the cannonball.
I tried to keep a straight face. I tried so hard.
Basically, bro, come clean. Be like, bruh, Cut it off with that girl. She's crazy. Let's go have a beer and then hope he doesn't shoot you.
Just say, I'm sorry. I didn't. Yeah, she is. Just get out. And then you go to Mexico.
You flee the country.
Yeah.
Next question.
Hello, Hitch and guest. Hope you are well. I'm 21 years old. Now, let me begin a few years ago where I met this girl that I had talked to briefly back in high school. I'm currently finishing up my 4th year in university. Anyways, a few years back, I ran into her at a local nightclub, and one thing led to another. I ended up back in the back of her car later that night.
She killed you? I was tied up and feared for my life.
Things were going pretty great until she said I can't do this because she had previously had a friends with benefits and clearly had feelings for him, and he did not have feelings for her. After the night, things died off for a few years. And fast forward to 2017, I meet her again at a party and we hit things off and talk as if nothing had ever happened. I've chilled with her multiple times since that party and things seem to be going pretty well. However, I can tell there's an awkward tension, whether this is sexual or simply awkward, I can't tell. She also does not give off too many signs that she is interested like many other girls do. Damn, you got it. However, she is the type of girl who doesn't give off obvious signs or makes any sort of move. Her cousin...
I'm not sure if she's a living being.
Her cousin sent me a sarcastic message saying, "You two should meet. You guys are so similar."
That's his in, bro.
Which adds another layer of confusion because she also doesn't know that they've already had a almost sex thing in the back of a car. Which adds another layer of confusion whether this is her talking through her cousin or simply her cousin randomly messaging me. My issue is there's a previous connection there and I would like to rekindle it. However, I also like just chilling with her and I don't want to make things awkward if I make a move and get rejected. What is the best course of action? Go.
Listen, look me in the eyes right now. What was his name again? Lucas.
Max.
Shit. Max! Listen, bro. I'm gonna make you take a leap right now. Okay?
Take a leap?
Take a leap. I want you to take out your phone and think of this video. You cannot live your life with regret, bro, okay? It's obvious that you and this girl are at that breaking point right now. She might want this bad. She already told her cousin most likely.
Yeah.
And you're at that point where you either go for it or it stays like this and then fizzles out and you move on and you're 55 and you're looking back and you've got your 2 dogs and you're living in a cabin in the Adirondacks and you're thinking, what if I shot my shot with that girl back in 2018? You know, you're listening to the best of Lil Pump, and you're just like, man, there's nothing going for this right now. I wish I did it. Send that text, bro. Hey, girl, I've been thinking a lot.
Hey, girl, hey.
This is a real thing I got for you. F-O-H-U.
For you.
Y-O-U. Right? Period.
No, for you.
For you. Yeah.
Not the letter.
Yeah, let's go out. Treat her right to a good thing. Make a move because you've obviously already been there, so it's not like an awkward first date where you're like,
stay out of the back of the car.
Yeah, it's not like a first date where you're just meeting this girl, and so you're like, oh, that was nice, you know, awkward hug and leave. Like you guys have already been something. You guys at the end of the night go like this.
How I deal with like awkward situations is I bring it up as much as possible. If there's been a previous awkward encounter, I constantly bring it up throughout the rest of the relationship with that person.
You should be like, oh girl, that was so awkward last time, but this time it doesn't have to be.
No, not like that. I would say like throw a picnic with her in the back of a car and just say,
this time you're not tied up though.
This time it doesn't
mutual.
end awkwardly.
It's mutual.
Like you should have Lunchables together and like cans of soda and then put it in the middle console and just bait and then watch a movie.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Shoot your shot. If it works,
do something, man.
Twitch.tv/CouRageJD. You better sub, bro. I'm not doing this shit for free.
I'm an 18-year-old male, just left school. Parentheses UK.
Oh, that changes things. That just changes things.
I am an 18-year-old male.
I was gonna make a different joke.
I just got a job in retail, and there's this girl who I work with, and I found attractive enough to ask out on a date. Bearing in mind, I was new to the place and didn't know anyone else there. She said she would get back to me when she was free, but a few days passed and she didn't hit me up. So I gave up on that, and a week later I asked this other girl, who also works there, and got her number. This is where the problem occurs. Both girls completely ignore me. They both spoke to me before this, and I don't understand why. I discovered that the two of them are best friends. So now I'm completely fucked.
No way.
They both make it incredibly awkward to work around, and I still have 3 months left on my contract at the place. Dude, I hope the last guy we just gave advice to about shooting a shot no matter what clicked out of the video after his part ended.
Woo! First off, you're probably working at Topman, because a Top Man store, because they both have clothes for both men and women. So first off, great store.
Okay, well it's retail, so it doesn't have to just be clothes.
I know, but I'm just assuming.
I immediately thought Walgreens.
That's the store you worked at.
Yeah.
Top Man's the only UK store I've ever been in.
Oh, UK. You probably work at Superdry.
What is that?
It's also like a clothes store.
It's probably some edgy ass. Like probably bought those fucking paint pants. Shit, bro. It can only go up from here.
When I say, don't worry, man, it happens to all of us, I'm lying. That's never happened to me before.
The reason why I've never believed in what do people think of me at the gym or what do people think of me when I'm vlogging, outside of working with those girls, where will you ever encounter them in your life, right? Like, where will I ever encounter people at the gym? Where will I ever see someone where I'm vlogging and they're like, that guy's weird? I don't care, because guess what? I will never see that person again in my life. So, while right now it's awkward and you have to deal with it there.
Or another thing, positive thing that can come out of this is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
you're gonna be able to tell this story forever. You can even tell it now to your other coworkers.
You should show these girls this video of us reacting how funny this is.
You could literally talk to I don't know if you're friends with your other coworkers or if you just work at a weird ass place where it's just you and 2 other girls and so it's like miserable. But you can even tell like your other coworkers and be like, dude, I kind of fucked up and asked both of them out. And
if they're like sitting there like chatting, right? Like,
yeah.
Or sorry, it's British. So it's like, and they're like on their phones. You should literally walk up and be like, I'm gonna be honest, like literally just be honest. Like, I shot my shot. Like, right? Wouldn't that be kind of funny? I shot my shot with both you guys. I found out you guys are best friends. I brought this up with these guys that are fans of on YouTube. You should go subscribe to them, you know, at youtube.com/hitcharide and youtube.com/CouRageJD. With Hitcharide is 2 eyes. Show them like this clip of us just reacting and laughing to it, because worst comes to worst, it gets even more awkward, but the story gets even better because then you can tell them that like these YouTuber guys reacted live to your thing. And then it becomes just even more of a good story. Yeah. But if not, dude, don't worry about it, bro. Where are you going to see these girls ever again? The response is you won't. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for Relationships 101.
How to do?
You did really good, man.
Yeah.
You did really good.
I'll do one of these again.
I think you have what it takes. Ladies, he's single. He is completely cut off of all emotions romantically. So take that as a challenge. Try to penetrate this wall. Get inside of him.
Listen, the first step is you I already mentioned it once. Be a subscriber. Nah, but for real, ladies, you know, you see me, I'm a hunk of meat, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I do one of these, like one of those like cool Vine things that I don't know, maybe that'll get a girl out there to like me.
Or if you have your own dilemma, please send a small paragraph. Don't send, because I don't read the 3-page ones. I'm sorry if you've sent one. I haven't read it.
Yeah.
I hope it worked out though.
Probably didn't. If it's 3 pages long, bro. She's not really my cousin, but she's kind of in.
You just send it to opticrelationships101@gmail.com and then just a tiny little paragraph explaining the dilemma, and myself and my next guest will give our advice. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. You don't have to like the video. Please just don't dislike it. You don't have to subscribe. Please just don't unsubscribe. And that's going to do it. My name is Haitian. This is another video. Peace!